Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and yeah, I guess it's actually quite clear on what I'm actually gonna be going for, and yeah, I think I know I did say that my next thoughts video will be, of course, on My Hero Academia right about now. Well, trust me when I say don't worry about a thing, that is definitely still coming. In fact, just to give you guys a little bit of a quick update right about now, I'm currently halfway through season 3 of the show right about now. So yeah, quite frankly, I think I've already surpassed the halfway point in watching the show, but yeah, like I said, I think probably some point around by the end of this month, that thoughts video will be coming out pretty soon. In fact, seeing how Thanksgiving is right around the corner, I think I am definitely going to spend a good majority of my weekend getting right on to, of course, season 4 of the show after I get done with season 3. So yeah, just to see a quick update right about now. So yeah, there you go. Just to get you guys out there before I can actually begin. So yeah, I guess right about now, in the meantime, while of course I'm doing exactly that, I think I did think to myself, I guess seeing of how I'm going to be taking a few days off from my classes at college right about now, though I'm quite frankly going to be at home right about now for the remainder of the semester right about now, as of course we're transferring over to online learning for of course the next few weeks right about now, which isn't too bad right about now. So I think I did kind of figure to myself, what can I do in the meantime to actually to, of course, get myself in a cheery mood. Well, believe it or not, I think if you could recall from, of course, where I actually did my review on Hubie Halloween, probably right around over a month ago, I figure I would probably do the same thing, which is, of course, watch a movie on Netflix. So yeah, and yeah, I guess all of you guys are wondering what exactly I'm gonna be talking about, seeing of how I did say that that I'm gonna be talking about a movie that I saw on Netflix, and yeah, trust me when I say I did manage to finish up watching it, depending on when I'm recording this right about now. Well, I gotta figure, I think I'm gonna be in for a real treat on this one, because today's movie I'm gonna be talking about is, of course, an animated musical that goes by the name of Over the Moon. Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about. So yeah, I think I never actually knew about this movie when it actually came out, as I was, of course, too busy with, of course, doing what I need to do, but it did pique my curiosity a bit, so I've actually decided to go check it out to see how it does. I mean, what? Were you expecting for me to actually take a look at Cuties? Well, I mean, I wish I could, but I just chose not to. Why is that? Because it's a holy abomination that I just actually, that I've actually seen based on a few videos on YouTube. And I mean, and I really don't know what to say. God, that movie is horrible, and I haven't even seen the movie. I mean, I saw the trailer though, but yeah, that almost made me have the incredible urge to bleach my eyes. So yeah, and yeah, I think I know I did get a comment not too long ago asking me if what are my thoughts on Cuties right about now. Well, yeah, well, trust me when I say I think I know that movie has, of course, sparked up some major controversy when I actually really delved into it. So yeah, quite frankly, and yeah, I did see the trailer for this movie, and yeah, it definitely looks horrible right about now. So yeah, I guess if you wanted me to actually see me watch Cuties and do a thoughts video on that, well, trust me when I say you're definitely not gonna get it because yeah, I think that movie is actually so bad I chose to avoid it right about now. So there you go. So yeah, I'm definitely sorry for those who are expecting for me to review Cuties on this video right about now, But yeah, that movie's actually so bad, I chose not to, but I do see where everyone's coming from. But hey, that's not what I'm going to be talking about. I'm actually going to be talking about Over the Moon right about now. So, yeah, probably just as a way to, of course, bring a bit more positivity and less controversial subject matters right about now. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I can do right about now. So, but hey, at least I'm giving you something. Alright. So yeah, I guess in regards for, of course, Over the Moon, I actually didn't know what to expect for, of course, this movie right about now, since I never even knew about it to begin with, but upon my research right about now, it is, of course, directed by Glenn Keane, who was, of course, a former animator over at Disney and actually did some really awesome work, like, of course, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and The Little Mermaid. So yeah, that actually did get me pumped up. So yeah, just right around earlier tonight, I did manage to fire up Netflix while, of course, I was waiting on doing what I need to do, as I mentioned earlier, and actually decided to take a look at the movie for myself. So yeah, now that well over an hour and a half of this movie has officially come and gone right about now, I guess the only question remains, what do I think of this movie overall? Well, I'm definitely not gonna lie. I actually really like this movie, so yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say. I think in regards of course, what I'm saying, I really like this movie, hands down. I think it's not only got a somewhat basic story that is kind of hard to grasp on, but it's still got some pretty good characters, some pretty good writing, and of course some breathtaking animation and some great musical numbers, but hey, I'm actually getting way too ahead of myself right about now, so yeah, I guess if anything, I think I might as well go on to, of course, the main aspects for this movie. For starters is, of course, the story right about how, now, I think I will have to say, I think in regards of the film story right about now, I think, again, it's actually pretty basic, and it's nothing actually too complicated for the most part, but at the same time, it actually does flow out a really good three-act structure for sure, and actually does provide some really unique ideas that they actually threw in there, So yeah, I guess right about now, I guess in terms of the film story, I think I will have to say it's nothing too basic right about now. It's almost somewhat a bit complicated, but not fully for sure. But I think with, of course, what it's actually trying to do right about now, I think it really does nail it on the head for, of course, what it's doing. It's not great by all means, but it's actually pretty good. And on top of that, I think basically the film's writing right about now, basically the whole screenplay, I have to say, again, nothing too basic and nothing too complicated for the most part, but it is actually pretty good, and actually provides some very unique scenes and, of course, some really interesting dialogue for sure. So yeah, and of course I should know right about now, this was of course made in passing of course the screenwriter for this movie, which is Audrey Wells for sure, which yeah, she sadly passed away probably before this right around before this movie actually came out, well over a month ago. So yeah, I guess depending when I'm recording this, it has been well over a month since the movie came out. So yeah, why I never even bothered to touch upon it earlier, I will never know. But yeah, I guess regardless on that, it is such a shame too that of course that Audrey Wells has of course put all of her hard work and effort into of course writing the screenplay, and yet yeah, and of course for her to pass away right before this actually came out, it actually really is heartbreaking. But hey, I think the film actually did do a fine job, and of course dedicating itself to her for all the hard work that she's done. So yeah, Audrey Wells, may you and your creativeness rest in peace. So yeah, stepping aside from all that, I guess I think the next thing I have to say is basically the characters. I have to say now I will have to admit, I think for the characters I have to say, I Again, nothing too basic right about now, but I do think they are actually pretty good right about now. I think pretty much with, of course, yeah, I think the one thing I actually do connect to the most is, of course, our main lead of this movie, Fei Fei, and yeah, and yeah, I think pretty much she has been going through some emotional struggles, like, of course, since after her mother passed away, she is, of course, having a hard time dealing with, of course, her father trying to get remarried to another lady, and yeah, pretty much that basic storyline right about now. But yeah, I think I will have to say I do kind of relate to her for sure, because there were several times for sure that of course there are some things that of course make us upset, that we didn't want to, of course, leave for sure, but I say this movie actually did do a fine job, and of course, almost going the Meet the Robinsons route, and trying to bring up the message of letting go of the past and keep moving forward. So yeah, I think I have to say, I think this movie actually did do a fine job, and of course, bringing that message up, and especially for, of course, our main lead, Fei Fei, and yeah, like I said, when I actually do see her on screen, I know exactly how she feels, and yeah, the emotional stuff that she's going through, it's tough for sure. So yeah, but hey, I think with her incredible journey to, of course, get right on to the moon for sure, and yeah, which actually does help her actually evolve, and actually do make her a much more interesting character. So yeah, and I could probably say the same thing for the rest for sure. Some of them are actually done pretty well, while others, I just kind of wish that I would be saying that they're trying their best, but not really. But hey, it's hard to say. So yeah, I guess that's what I can say for, of course, the characters in this movie. And on top of that, all the actors, they actually portrayed each and every single one of the characters for sure. I think I will have to say they pulled off some pretty good performances right about now. So yeah, I think with, of course, every single line they're given, they're actually being given some pretty good character alliteration, and of course some pretty strong performances for sure. So yeah, I think, yeah, and of course not to mention the delivery for each and every one of the performances is, of course, done well, and yeah, I did notice, yeah, I think I do know one of the actors in this movie is indeed Ken Jeong, and man, I can't believe I actually found something good about Ken Jeong for sure, or even better yet, this might be the first time in my life that I've actually reviewed a good movie that has Ken Jeong on it. First time for everything. Though, quite frankly, there are other good movies that Ken Jeong was in before this one, but I digress. So yeah, I guess with, of course, for, of course, all the actors that of course are cast in this movie, I say they pulled off some pretty good performances right about now, and yeah, I just really love the incredible delivery on each and every single one of them. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say right about now. Alright. But not only that, but I think the directing style that Glenn Keane has, of course, done for this movie, I think it's definitely a really great one for sure, because as you know, I think he was indeed a former animator over at Disney, with, of course, the ones I mentioned, Little Mermaid, Aladdin, and Beauty and the Beast. I think with, of course, what he has done with this movie is absolutely amazing by far. I think with, of course, the whole style that he's been given for this movie actually does flow out incredibly well. I just really liked on how well it actually turned out. So yeah, big props to Glenn Keane for, of course, giving some pretty great directing for this movie. I think it's actually a really good one that, of course, he's actually put together. So yeah, and on top of that, the animation, I have to say, my God, I have to say, it is absolutely breathtaking right about now. I think with, of course, and of course I should mention this right about now. The animation is of course done by Pearl Studios, to which I think probably based on my knowledge right about now, they're the same company that actually worked with DreamWorks Animation to create Abominable, which is of course the movie that I talked about last year, and I think I have to say they actually did an incredible job with, of course, the animation for, of course, this movie right about now. I think with, of course, what it's actually trying to do with not only bringing a small little city that's in China, but also some really incredible world building to, of course, the moon itself. What else can I say about it? It's absolutely incredible. I just really love the way it's actually turned out, and not only in a visual standpoint, but also on how unique the entire world actually is. And on top of that, it actually does do a fine job, and of course mixing in some traditional Chinese culture for sure. So yeah, I think I have to say, I guess in regards for, of course, the animation right up now, it is absolutely amazing. I just really loved on how it actually turned out right up now. So yeah. And of course, the one thing that I should mention this right about now, on top of course, all the stuff that I actually said, I think there is, of course, one other thing that I should mention, that, of course, what makes this movie stand out. That being, of course, it's a musical, so yeah, I honestly didn't expect it to be a full-on musical, hands down, but I think with, of course, this movie, it's trying, for what it's trying to do, I think it actually does do an incredible job on it, as, of course, for the songs, I have to say, some of them are good, while some of them I just kind of wish they would have been cut out, but a few others that I have to say, they're absolutely amazing right about now. So yeah, I think with, of course, almost each and every single one of them, I think I do find myself getting fully pumped up with, of course, every one of them, almost wanting for me to dance along to it. Yeah, and some of which actually are really heartwarming to me, to which I almost shed a tear for when, of course, I hear these songs. So yeah, I almost burst out into tears for, of course, some of the good majority of the songs for sure. So yeah, and of course, with, of course, each and every single one of them, from the lyrics to, of course, the incredible melody, and even the nice tempo, I have to say, for each and every single one of them, I think they actually did do an incredible job with, of course, what it's trying to do. So yeah, I guess right about now, I absolutely really love all the songs for, of course, this movie right about now. Hell, I dare even say that it's almost prompted me to go and check out the soundtrack to this movie for sure. So yeah, that'll be one thing that I can definitely take away from this movie right about now. So yeah, with all the stuff that I have to say so far, I say they are actually done incredibly well by far, which actually does make this movie all the more worth it. But is it actually pitch perfect? No, there are some few major problems that I do have with it. As much as I actually really admire the songs in this movie, I think I will have to say some of them actually come and go so quickly that there's hardly ever time to, of course, catch the movie's breath right about now. But thankfully, later on, it did manage to fix that up a bit, but yeah, that's just one minor complaint that I actually have with it, and yeah, and of course, as much as I really like the characters for sure, I do wish some of them could have actually been left on the cutting room board for sure, rather than just being kept in for, of course, this movie. And I know they're trying their best to, of course, bring this movie a bit more dynamic for, of course, what it's doing. But I think they could have actually been done much better if they were, well, just left out of the movie entirely. So yeah, that's just a few minor complaints that I have for this movie. So yeah. All right. So, yeah, I guess I have to say, overall, for, of course, what I have to say, I actually really enjoyed Over the Moon right about now. Is it a great movie? No, but I do think it's actually a pretty good one for sure. So yeah, I mean, sure, the story could have been a little less basic and, of course, a little less complicated for sure, but I think with, of course, some pretty good characters and some pretty good performances from all the actors, and, of course, some brilliant directing from, of course, Glenn Keane, and not to mention some amazing animation and, of course, some really good songs for sure, I think you would get somehow pretty interesting movie for sure. So yeah, I guess I have to say, am I gonna recommend Over the Moon for sure? Absolutely. So yeah, I guess for what it is on its own, I do think Over the Moon is a pretty good movie. I think it's actually something that you can actually watch and admire for sure, and hell, I dare even say that little kids can actually like this movie for what it is. So yeah, I guess in the end, I do highly recommend Over the Moon for sure. I think it's not a great movie right about now, but I do think it's definitely a good one that is definitely worth checking out. So yeah, for my final score right about now, I'm of course going to give this movie a pretty solid 8 out of 10. So yeah, not really one of the best I've actually seen this year, but I do think it's highly entertaining for sure, and I do think it's actually one movie on Netflix that definitely deserves a whole lot more love and attention. Except for Cuties right about now, so yeah, that could definitely go crash and burn in hell right about now. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say. Avoid watching Cuties, but go watch Over the Moon instead. So yeah, that's actually what I can say. So I guess there's nothing much else to it except, well, just grab your rocket ship and, of course, fire up Netflix and see Over the Moon for yourself. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and if you have seen Over the Moon for yourself, then let me know in the comment section below on what you thought of it, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up very, very soon. Then, yeah, and follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty other social media sites that I have provided with, of course, all the links down in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And speaking of my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, as well as turn on the notification bell and select all notifications if you want to keep up to date with me with each and every single new video that I post. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video right about now. And yeah, I do think that is, of course, one way to, of course, get it off my back for sure. But hey, I say it's definitely well worth it. Though, quite frankly, why do I get the feeling that it's probably good? I think with, of course, the two of the main aspects I mentioned earlier, why do I get the feeling that it's, of course, foreshadowing? Yeah, pretty much foreshadowing me to, of course, talk about both the live-action Mulan remake and the Prom movie that has, of course, going to be coming up next month. Maybe I might be overthinking for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say right about now. And don't worry about a thing. My thoughts video on My Hero Academia will be coming up very soon, close to the end of the month. So yeah, once I actually get done with, of course, that show, I will, of course, put out that thoughts video for all of you guys. I can guarantee that for sure. So yeah, definitely expect that by the end of this month right about now, because yeah, I've got a whole Thanksgiving break right about now to, of course, finish what I started earlier this month. But hey, I think it's definitely going to be well worth it. I'm really excited to see what will be going down. So yeah, that's literally about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.